As most of us are probably aware, predicting the future is a very difficult endeavor. Unanticipated events can always change what we thought would happen, but we're still free to make our best educated guesses with the resources available to us. With that in mind, here are the events that are most likely to happen before the year 2050 for you to look forward to. Starting next year, in 2025, the Giant Magellan Telescope is scheduled to be completed. It will be the largest observatory in the world at that time and will have 10 times the resolution power of the Hubble Space Telescope. Additionally, the UK will have completely phased out all of its coal power plants. In 2026, we may see SpaceX launch the first ever manned mission to Mars if everything goes according to their current schedule. NASA also plans to send a manned mission to visit an asteroid this year, and construction on the Sagrada Familia in Catalonia will finally be completed. Construction on this remarkable church began back in 1882, meaning it will have taken 144 years to complete. In 2027, 2 years from the current year if you are watching this in 2024, the SpaceX crew that launched the previous year will finally arrive at their destination, meaning we might witness the first ever humans set foot on Mars this year. Additionally, the full autopsy report on Elvis Presley, which was agreed to be sealed for 50 years following his death, will finally be made publicly available. In 2028, the Summer Olympics will be hosted in Los Angeles, California. In 2029, the cities of San Francisco and Los Angeles will be connected by a high-speed rail line that can transport people from one to the other in just 2 hours and 20 minutes. When the 2030s finally arrive, we will be in for a very interesting decade. At some point during this decade, NASA plans to launch its own manned mission to Mars. If SpaceX fails to accomplish this in 2027, then NASA will likely land the first humans on the Red Planet around this time. China also plans to launch its own manned mission to the Moon during this decade, and Russia aims to land its own cosmonauts on the Moon in 2031. Skipping ahead to 2036, we arrive at perhaps the most ambitious upcoming space project called Breakthrough Starshot. Without going into too much detail, the plan aims to send tiny spacecraft to the Alpha Centauri star system, the nearest star system to Earth. A planet within the system, Proxima Centauri b, is located in the habitable zone and could possibly be home to some form of alien life. When the tiny ships are hopefully launched in 2036, they will arrive in the system 20 to 30 years later and could take detailed photographs of this mysterious planet. In 2037, we may see the first summer without any ice in the Arctic, and by 2040, France will have completely banned the sale of all gasoline and diesel vehicles in the country. By 2042, the world population will likely have reached 9 billion people, while Americans of European ancestry will become a minority group in the United States for the first time. This year will also likely see the advent of the world's first trillionaire. In 2044, the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, including The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, will enter the public domain. 2045 is the estimated year of the technological singularity, according to the famed futurist Ray Kurzweil, meaning this may be the year when artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence, potentially leading to enormous and unforeseen changes in society. In 2048, the Antarctic Treaty will come up for review, which could lead to mining and oil industries opening up on the continent for the first time. Finally, we will arrive at the year 2050. By this point, half of the Amazon rainforest will likely be deforested. About 70% of the world population will be living in cities, and about half of the global population may not have access to clean drinking water. The average global life expectancy may be 76 years. There will be super intelligent artificial intelligences that are even smarter than humans. Self-driving cars will likely be commonplace, and a new world of possibly hundreds or even thousands of people will be living and working on Mars. There are things to both fear and look forward to in the future, so let's make sure to work as hard as we can in the present to create the best future we can possibly imagine.